People are dying for authenticity. There's been a renaissance in agriculture where people want to know where their food comes from. They want to see it with their own eyes and see why it's different. Stemple Creek Ranch it's just heaven on earth. There's an emotional attachment to these animals. We raise them since the day they were born so they have a good life. If you take care of the animals, they're gonna take care of you. We're being 100% honest, 100% transparent, and we're trying to make quality product all the time. And all that stuff is economically challenging and it takes time. Basically, when you take shortcuts, you step on the toes of honesty, transparency, and quality. So we do it the hard way. They say patience is a virtue for a reason. My name is Lauren Poncha. I'm a fourth generation rancher here in Tamales, California. My great grandfather came here 1897, and we've been continuously farming and ranching since then. I'd be naive to say that I'm smarter than Mother Nature on this stuff. She's always gonna win, but we wanna dance with her and hopefully ultimately have it be a win-win. Regenerative agriculture is creating more life, more biodiversity at all times. Imagine what this place was like 200 or 300 years ago, where the herds of wild animals would be, and that's what we're trying to replicate. The cattle you buy from us are always being managed to help create better soil health. The cattle eat what's in front of them, they stomp on what's below them, they poop on what's behind them, and help regenerate the soil and build the soil so we have this amazing grass like this that just keeps growing and growing. And the other part of that is we want the cows to harvest the grass, turn it into high quality protein that we can feed the humans. Hopefully my kids or grandkids will be able to say, hey, Grandpa Lauren was a smart son of a bitch. We could sell beef to a lot of different people. We choose Force of Nature because they're lined up with us on our same principles and values to help promote regenerative agriculture nationwide and get more access to high quality, nutrient-dense meat. Looking at everything that we've built, I mean, I've touched every single fence post and every single road and every single field. I want to be able to pass that on because there's so many mistakes that I've made that I don't want the next generation to make, but we're constantly learning and evolving. I'm super proud of what I do here. It's peaceful. This is like my church. It's gorgeous. I'd say my hope for the future is to continue the legacy of what we've created. What we're doing here is special. I want to be able to help spread the word and teach other people about how to do it.
Nope, not doing that one. Okay, we'll let that slide. Sorry, I'm not jumping. Wow.
When you look to the food system, I mean, it's so core to our very being.
I felt We had to start this brand because it was important to shed the light of truth on a lie that we were all being told. We've never been further detached from the land where our food is produced.
We've created systems around efficiency instead of systems around knowledge and wisdom.
I've seen the trajectory that we're on at a global scale, and it terrifies me. But I also know enough to see just how much potential there is to shift that. Austin, Texas is near and dear to our hearts. When I say us, I mean myself, Katie, and Taylor. The three of us co-founded Force of Nature. We were all born and raised in Austin.
We adore and live and thrive in regenerative ecosystems to the point where we were like, this has to be available to other people. Being on land that was regenerating, you can see it, you can smell it, you can hear it. It's like a completely different sensation.
Regenerative agriculture is really farming and ranching in the image of Mother Nature, in systems that create life and build thriving ecosystem. When we first started Force of Nature, grass-fed or organic were the highest tiers. And regenerative really is that next milestone in improving our food system.
It was only through recognizing that there was a better, more virtuous system where animals could be on pastures as they were intended to. And if we could put our value there, then we could actually create change and be a part of a better future. There was a couple catalyst moments in the creation of Force of Nature where I think the three of us just sat and we thought, how can we communicate and articulate this much complexity, this message of hope, but instead of thousands of people, do it on a global scale?
Scaling a meat supply on a national level and offering a variety of different proteins, to us was the answer to that call.
We know how to connect ranchers to consumers. We know the ranchers, we know the consumers. We are both. We are so obsessed with meeting our ranchers and verifying their land is regenerating. We've never sourced from a supplier that we haven't actually put our feet on their land and physically shaken their hand. We really want to connect consumers to the ranches that we're supplying from. They are the heartbeat of our company. And so it's really our job at Force of Nature to tell their stories in a beautiful way, introducing these people, as families.
The moment that consumers shift their purchasing behaviors, the entire economy responds.
I think everybody is participating. I think the question is, which system are they participating in? Which system are they complicit in supporting? I want to see wild places improving. I want my girls to grow up in a world where there are green spaces and where the food is healthy and where the water is clean for them to swim in.
I feel like regenerative ag is like this light of hope, this beacon calling us all in, saying, look what Mother Nature is capable of. She's so resilient and forgiving, and she's constantly healing herself.
Hope is the catalyst for change. And regenerative agriculture is the front and center of that. That is the fuel that inspires.
It is a beacon for not just our team, but also for all of our consumers.
When I think of a legacy I want to leave behind, I think it's one where farmers and ranchers are still on the land that they've been on for generations, producing food for communities of people, seeing hope manifest for the people that make food, and for the people that consume food being rewarded with the quality they deserve, that's legacy enough.